YouTube? We back on that grind to win a game with every team, all 32 teams. Now we back with the Broncos. Let's see what we can do, y'all.
Yeet.
Yeet. What it do, Pac-Man? What it do, oof?
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial
Damn.
Field.
Got
The home
the
of the
Eagles,
here
bro.
in South Philadelphia.
Shit's
Smash
crazy,
that
bro.
like thumbs up button, Chad.
Hell yeah. Smash that like button for your boy. I'm trying to get a dub with every team,
Showing
oof.
with DAYF.
That's what's up, oof. That's what's up.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from the link. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. To the air right away is Hurts. And that's complete.
Watching Madden documentary on Prime.
Oh, yeah?
Ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls
Oh, yeah?
use to just get their
How's that going?
their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's GUD history. You've made DA game.
Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion
Okay.
and a wasted down.
I feel it.
Empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. 35. Hurts will try it again.
Bro, like you picked, there's no way I picked the wrong play, bro.
Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
All right, man, this is gonna be a tough one, bro.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
I'm gonna already tell you right now.
Here's Traymon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 20.
Oh, come on, dude. I picked my defense and it gave me a totally different defense. That's fucking wild. And now my girl's mad at me.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Khalil McLaughlin. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
What up?
Yo, what up, Normal? Hey, man, you want to try to play our game tonight?
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down.
Bro, look at the throw, bro. Bro, look at the throw. It did not want me to throw the ball, bro.
Down, Mike, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's fucking wild, bro. I tried to throw the ball and he did not let me throw the ball.
Play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
You wanna play tomorrow night because I got school tomorrow and it's the last day of school tomorrow.
Yeah, we can.
The middle and intercepted. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires.
Okay.
We can play when I get off of work.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent.
Bro, that's fucking crazy, bro. I had someone wide open and he didn't let me throw the ball.
A 1st down throw for Nix.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? Come on.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with.
Bro, this is not what I picked.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
Bro, come on. Let my guy animate on that, bro.
Inside the 20-yard line. Hurts again. The back of the end zone.
Bro, let me jump, bro.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What an opening quarter he is.
Look, my guy don't even jump. What the fuck is that, bro?
Here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. In all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
One quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Bro, the ball's handed off, and he doesn't.
Retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss.
Bro, my guy hands the ball off. He just...
Well, has been the case this entire first.
Look, the ball's handed off. Why is he not taking it?
The load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Knicks.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Quick throw here is complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams.
Come on, Javonte.
All over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. And he's into the end zone. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Hurts. And he'll finally eat this one. He'll go down. They got him in the backfield. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. A second down throw for Hurts.
Bro, let me pick that off, bro.
Was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. So the first
Go, Patrick.
of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Nick snap on first and 10.
Yeah, what the? It put me straight automatically in a goddamn tackle animation.
Here at their own 9-yard line.
Yo.
Yo, what up, Lito? What up, man? How you doing, fam?
Set to go now on first and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
I'm about to say, bro.
Away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll fake the give. Now it. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm done.
Expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. run. This is McCloud.
Bro, run, bro. Why are you not running?
One back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then seeing what he can do.
Yeah, come on.
And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Throwing now on 3rd and long.
Yeah, come on. Why didn't they make my guy do that, bro?
And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie...
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his...
Oh, like, they're literally just down this game. Like, my guy's not playing the zone.
To add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix.
Bro, let me throw the ball. Come on, EA.
He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any
Bro, he's running this fucking cover 1, bro. Come on, EA.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Nick's gonna throw for it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
We got the Broncos playing like they fucking suck, bro.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix.
Bro, look at that, bro. Come on, let me throw the ball.
It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Bro, yeah, getting in.
It is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target.
Rude. What up? You wanna play tomorrow night because I got school tomorrow and it's the last day of school tomorrow. Okay. Yo.
Why are you making my guy dive?
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones,
Oh my God.
they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix.
Yeah, come on. Why you gonna throw it there?
Hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. He'll try again here.
And they're making it.
And 10. Throwing. Nix. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. They'll look to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. And
EA, come on.
he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cooper.
He's behind me, EA. You.
Eagles will take over here just past the 30.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. That is brought in.
Bro, EA, come on, bro.
Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. And he'll get...
Bro, and my guys run past him, bro. Come on.
Ruth. What up? You wanna play tomorrow night because I got school tomorrow and it's the last day of school tomorrow. Okay. Yo.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down.
EA, come on, bro.
It is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can
Yo, what up, what up, what up? EA. EA.
Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
EA, he goes through my fucking body, bro.
Set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
This is something we...
Shit was stupid.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lamar off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman.
Bro, come on, bro.
It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But
Look at my other guy, just standing there.
Welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And look at this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Nix from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Now he's throwing deep, left side. It is caught at the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Williams can't fight past that line.
Come on, man.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on
Bro, yeah,
more to come. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now Jackson off the play action.
Bro.
And they
Bro, like 2 picks they ain't gonna give me, bro.
And a new set of downs. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Here's the handoff. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on first.
Bro, Larry, come on, bro.
For a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. The throw is caught.
Bro, let me pick that off, bro.
The 10 at the 9. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run here with Henry. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. It's the Ravens with a 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Jackson has it 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Bro, yeah, what the?
The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Bro, look at my linebacker, bro.
Different worlds here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yo, how you doing, Patricia?
I'm good.
He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot.
I'm on vacation this weekend.
Oh, okay, okay. Where you vacationing at?
Momentum along with a first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Catch is made in close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. Williams has the Denver touchdown.
San Diego with my basketball team. Basketball.
Javonte Williams, the
Okay.
touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos
For Champions game.
14.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
How you been, bro? Smiling face with sunglasses.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
I've been alright. Just got back from vacation for my birthday last week.
Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two.
They literally gonna say that's gonna be a safety and I don't get the ball.
Be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
And they get their
Bro, look at the lag, bro.
Next month on June 14th.
Oh, okay, well, happy early birthday. Bro, what the fucking lag, bro? Come on.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action. Here's Jackson.
Thank you.
Oh my god, yay. Like, bro, they fucking hit me with
Play to move those chains.
I love this.
this motherfucker lags and then they don't.
To this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
First down. Here's
I see next live stream, bro. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Alright, Patricia.
the Ravens take the lead just before halftime.
You fucking lag just to get downfield, bro.
When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one.
Have a great live stream.
Thank you, Patricia.
Break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Return's looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a
Bro,
little
like
bit.
this dude lag just to get fucking downfield, bro.
And we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your play, but makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Forced out to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. Really pushing
Bro,
the
jump
envelope on second
up,
down.
bro.
The deep shot doesn't work.
Oh my god, he didn't even jump, bro. He is.
Outside the pocket but because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
On third down, here's Nix.
Bro, EA, come on, bro. Like,
It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
oh my God, bro. Like,
In the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right.
hey, come on, bro.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off.
Bro, let me.
Exactly what they did.
And they will take this into
This was game, bro. Like,
touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the
that ball game, bro. Like, fucking A, bro. Like, he lags to get a fucking touchdown right before half. Like, what the fuck, dude?
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going, and off we go from Lumen Field. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Lockett headed in motion. Off the play fake. It's Smith. He's gonna
Bro, what the fuck?
right away.
Bro.
And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Smith and the Seahawks will go for 2 here. They'll run with Walker. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A run here. It's McLaughlin.
Bro, I'm doing stiff for me. Don't.
Julian Love brings him down. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Going for it all. That's
Bro, you guys don't spin either?
inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
On 1st down, here. Oh, they're on him.
But what the fuck animation was that?
The Seahawks scoop it up inside the 20.
Bro, what the fuck animation was that?
They force the fumble. score. So, after the fumble return, they'll bring the offense out and go for two.
Bro, what the fuck animation was that, bro? You gotta be fucking shitting me, bro. Like,
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll come across the 20.
well, I think Derry just fucking.
21-yard line.
Like, what the fuck animation was that?
A first down throw for Nix.
Bro,
Down the field and intercepted. And his offense
like,
field and a chance to extend their lead.
Really nice job there defensively. I mean, they completely took away his first read, and instead of the young quarterback going through his progression and being patient, taking what the defense gives him, he decides to still try to fit it in and force that ball, and ultimately ends up resulting in the takeaway.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
like, bro, come on, bro.
Here's 2nd and 9. Smith.
Yeah, what the, bro? Come on, bro. Come on with the animations, bro.
Intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Now, Gino.
See Madden Ho 3 in you.
Got it with Smith and Jigba.
Oh my god, yeah, it is, man.
Picked up there.
It fucking is.
Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Gino to throw. Incomplete. Coverage was good that time.
Bruh.
Jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Bruh, you cannot tell me I'm not reading what he's doing.
Smith next.
Come on, E.
Bro, like, oh my god, bro. I'm reading what this man is doing, and they're not doing.
They'll mark him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Walker. And he will score.
Oh, fuck this, man. Like, bro, like. Literally read the screen, and it don't give me nothing, bro. Shit's fucking ridiculous, bro. Shit's fucking ridiculous, man.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation.
Bro, I swear to God, if they make Bo Nix.
Here in Denver, Colorado. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Block to throw it. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Tracy. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Lock.
I'm going to say, bro, if they don't get that pick, bro, I'm going to be pissed. There's no fucking way, bro. I'm about to say, bro, if they fucking let Locke catch me, bro, I'm going to be pissed.
So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchdown.
We got this one.
Hell yeah, man. Like, man, EA better not hold me, bro.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds.
That was a good run, bro.
Huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. They go right back to Tracy.
I'm about to say, bro, they let him break that tackle, bro, I'm going to be pissed.
No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Locke. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Design bootleg here.
That was my zone. That was my zone.
That's a touchdown. The Giants cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
I'm trying to figure out why my teammate turned around to go run towards me, bro.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Nix from the gun. Oh, it's got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he scoops up his own mistake.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part
Well, like,
was he
they-
kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Why you going backwards? Don't go backwards, bro.
Go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Man went backwards. Why?
Situations, it just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Yeah, he's playing press.
Nix with it on first.
They really did not want me to throw that shit away.
Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll throw again. Nix. That finds Vele complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Phillips making the tackle. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos are on the move here. And the Giants going nickel, third down coming. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got Watson. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
That's complete to Vele. And he's
That was a risky pass.
The 32-yard line.
That was a risky pass.
Receivers would tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
What up, Kev?
Yo, what up, B? What up, man?
What they needed.
Trying to get this dub with the Broncos, man.
But once he had it in his hands like a
Shit's
reception,
fucking crazy,
I
bro.
just woke up, bro.
got
He's got
Oh, yeah?
and they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Shit, I feel it, man. I feel it, B.
And it awards them with a first and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he
Touchdown. Let's go. Good job. Good push. Good push, man. Good fight.
Late points and the lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
It was a good push.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Locke. Into the hands of Neighbors.
Yeah, come on, bro.
He does it. Touchdown.
It gives you the fucking safety.
The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. Malik Neighbors scores with a touchdown. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants tie things up at 14. Gano ready to send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it.
Mims, why are you not?
Before he's brought down. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's on the move.
Bro, I threw the ball, bro. I threw the ball, EA.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Watson with the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about
Who thought?
I appreciate that, B.
On first and 10, here's Nix. He's got some. Oh, I get to him.
Bro, they make Nick fumble every time, bro. He doesn't move. Bro, come on, bro. Let Nick run, bro.
Get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
He finds Johnson.
Bro, EA, what the?
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. A give to Tracy up the middle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
From the 22 on second down.
But like,
Gets this to Johnson.
but it, my God, I'm over there going to the left and it makes me.
19, and now they're gonna have first and goal.
Oh my God, bro.
Fine teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Tracy can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Man in motion out of the slot. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense
This is fucking crazy, bro.
Inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal.
Bro, let me fucking control my guy.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
They're making me fucking fumble for no reason, bro. Like,
offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
come on.
Nick's now to throw. He's gonna push one deep down there.
Hey, come on, bro.
Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Bro.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns.
But no fumble for him. Nothing like that, bro.
And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Here's Tracy once more. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right in.
Next team.
No, I know, man. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm over here.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they bring him
Bro,
down
like
the
this.
18-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Motioning the tight end now. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Giants feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running this with Tracy.
Bro, no fumbles, no nothing, bro. Come on.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Tracy.
Yeah, no fumbles, no nothing, bro.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the
Bro, it's not even letting me go. Bro, I read the Bro, I read the fucking RPO, bro, and I'm fucking trying to Go over there and it fucking sucks my guy in, bro. What the fuck, man? EA, come on, man. Fix your shit. Fucking read the RPO. I knew the RPO was coming. Trying to go over there and it fucking sucks me back in. Oh my fucking god, bro.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
I know, bro. I know. EA is fucking on some bullshit.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High.
Like, outplaying these dudes. And it is like...
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Shot the gap.
Rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting the offense a first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Trade. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Bro, everybody.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Takes the handoff, now Love. This is on target.
Well, what is my guy doing, bro? My guy just sits there and just looks, bro. Doesn't break to the ball, just sits there.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Finds a big lane.
Bro, you understand this man just run.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Again, it's Jacobs. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Jacobs. And he runs
But why?
touchdown. The Packers get the game's first points here in the
Bro.
second. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Marvin Mims now to return it.
Bro, come on, bro. He still hits thing about 2 yards away and then give him that animation.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 now.
That's not PI.
Pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 3rd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Bro, come on, bro. Highball that, bro.
Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing.
No one gets open, bro. Come on.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running this one left.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know,
Jesus fucking Christ, EA.
They really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Gets up the edge to the 35.
Bro, come on, bro.
On the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
The guy just fucking runs right by him.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They stick with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing on first down, Love. That's to the sideline.
Bro, EA.
And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out.
Bro, let me jump, bro.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love.
Yeah, what the?
Brought in close to the 8.
Bro,
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
Okay.
Wait. What up, Kev? I just woke up, bro. Good God. He not trying to let you move to the next team.
Yeah, I'm tired, bro.
Another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Ain't no fucking block, bro. Come on.
When I see a play like that, all I see
Look, what is my guy doing?
Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
Nix from the gun. Looking slant round, complete.
I'm like,
And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Shotgun snap to Nix.
Yay, come on, bro.
Chagers, they're finally dragged down after the
I
turnover,
fucking...
and a great return back to the opposing 35.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively.
He's wide open, and that fucking they throw a... Oh, my God. They don't want me to move on to the next team. I can tell you that right now.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing first play is Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
Well, my guy literally just standing there. Why are you standing there, man?
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Bro, why is my guy just standing there? He's...
Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here.
Bro, come on, my guy just stopped. Why is my guy stopping, bro?
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line enough. Thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Herbert back to the air.
Bro, why is my guy just standing there?
He's got a touchdown. jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Chargers 6, Broncos nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he spins through, shrugs him off. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Nix.
Yeah, come on, bro.
In this case, no one came up with it.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They give us to McLaughlin.
But what the?
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football.
And Williams is in for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, Maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's Herbert. That's completed right side.
Yeah, I go for the tackle and he makes me do that.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 49 yards. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun is Nix. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. Fighting his way through contact. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 31 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional
Bro, get the block, bro.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From a yard out. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Tackled by Christian Fulton. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Nix. To the right side.
Bro, Denzel Pyramid's not going to do that, bro. Come on.
Tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer.
Bro, literally, my guy literally just stopped running, bro. Come on.
22 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
Hey.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead. Herbert and the Chargers stay in put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw.
Bro, what is my guys doing, bro? They are not.
Here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it
Yeah, come on, bro.
Wait. What up, Kev? I just woke up, bro. Good dot. Not trying to let you move to the next team.
Bro, this fucking shit is fucking pissing me off right now.
Send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now it's Nix. Flushed out right. And incomplete.
I could start flagging and I get ready to fucking flag. Come on.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They're going. It's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
I'm stopping for the right pass here.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Nix from the shotgun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Well, why are you looking back there, bro?
Reined in at the line of scrimmage. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Throwing Nix. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert gonna throw. Dobbins with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 1st down. Throwing, Herbert. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccountable player.
Away.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Lil Jordan Humphrey. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. And he's caught by Vele. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. Over the middle, he finds Vele. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Buying time to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Broncos 30, Chargers 28.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert.
Hey, come on.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here.
Yeet. What up, Kev? I just woke up, bro. Good dot. Not trying to let you move to the next team.
Damn it, now I'm on to the Browns.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you
Oh,
running to
God.
midfield here in downtown Cleveland.
It is about some bullshit.
To boom this one away, and off we go from Cleveland. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he
Come on, Chubb.
in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson.
Bro, come on, bro. Low and block.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now Watson.
Well, look at that. It won't even let me throw the ball away.
Flat on his back. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here.
Chubb, come on, bro.
Behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 43 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the way. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is...
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Now the snow is certainly coming down as we get things teed up here in Chicago. And we're underway from Soldier Field. He's going to field this at the 2. Finds some space, he's past the 30. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Williams throwing on 4th. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Watson. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. The give inside to Chung. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Watson. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And he gets him around 6 there. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. We will not... We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Going to run again with Swift. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Browns a first. Throwing is Watson. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. It's the Browns, lined up with a 2nd and 8. Watson to throw it. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throw caught by his running back. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. 1st down. Here's Swift. Still going past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Komet brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. He beams one deep right side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Bears do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's complete to Ford. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Watson looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Watson to the air. Judy there to grab it. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 3rd and just 2 to go. Watson now. The Bats got it. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Browns tie things up at 14. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give right side for Swift. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Swift gets it, going left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now a give to Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
They'll run it with Swift. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Called it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Watson. Finding Judy. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Running it after the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First down, Williams. He lets a heater go deep. Middle, they connect on the deep shot. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now trail by just a point in the 4th. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return starts from the goal line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Watson on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Watson. That'll be complete to Ford. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Browns pushing to get within range for a game winner. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, Watson. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. It's a 31-yard play, and that gives the Browns a first. Handoff now to the receiver.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Back to throw. He's going deep this time. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. On the carry, it's Swift. And he's brought down for a loss. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
To throw. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he gets it away from his end zone. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Here he is to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. He'll look to throw it. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 1st down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Out of the gun, here's Watson. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Looking to throw it. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts throwing right away. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Down into the sideline with a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense on the field, right? Keep the ball away from towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 7.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. That's caught down the field by Palmer. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 72 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
This 2nd and 4. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And they are able to add on to to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. From the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And from the 41, this is second and a yard. Mayfield. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield now from the 50. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Hey, 133.
Now Mayfield. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll run it again with Barkley. Wiggles free. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A touchdown the differential. A 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. They'll run the draw with Irving. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Trey Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big play looming on third down.
63, 63. Great, set. Delta.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Great, set.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Steps away to his left. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. Back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action, but when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Mayfield. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And his guys will get the football right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, wide open, complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a critical turnover on the 3rd drive of overtime. And, Charles, the end result is they're going to be set up in field goal range with a chance now to win it.
Absolutely. And all you're thinking right now as a field goal kicker is, go ahead and put me in, coach. I want to finish this off, and we can all go home with a victory.
So it's a win for the Bucs here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders, so let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one. and execute the game plan to perfection.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Yo. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. 3 hours and 34 minutes. Hey, real shit. Just want to thank y'all for dropping in, tuning in with your boy. And that last game was a nail biter. Dude was good. The dude had a good play scheme, had the Eagles. Came back. I was down 21-6. Came back to win 35-28. Let him only score one time in the second half. You already know. Then gonna end it with a user pick. Let's go. Hey yo, but I'll show you guys their record right now. No, it ain't probably good. 31-22. It's what it is. But yo, real shit. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said over here, it's boat gang or no gang. And God first and God bless. I'm out. Peace.